Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? This Shah here from Mad, and in this tutorial we will be moving into A to Z stuff of API. Wow, that sounds amazing. So first of all, we will be looking into what is API and how it works. Then we will be moving into some real world examples where API are used on the websites, and at last we will be building our own API that other users can use. This sounds amazing to you? This sounds amazing to you? Yes, this is super amazing when you will build your own API. So now let's not wait much and let's just jump to our very first question. That is, what the hell is this API? Application Programmable Interface. Okay, so coming to the very first question, what the F is this API, guys? What the F is this API? Imagine that you just went to a restaurant, right? And you were sitting and you want to eat Chinese. Now, you will not go to the kitchen and tell the chef that, hey, I want to eat the Chinese. You just prepare Chinese for me. And then you take the plate of Chinese, sit on your table, and then you start eating. This is not the case. Else, what you will do, you will call a waiter, and waiter will take your order. Now, as soon as waiter gets the order, it will take that order to the kitchen and it will tell the chef that, hey, you prepare Chinese, there is one customer who wants to eat Chinese. Then as soon as this chef prepares your food, what happens? That the waiter comes back with your Chinese, your delicious Chinese, and here is your food, you eat and you give some tip and you just get out of the restaurant, right? Now, you might be thinking, hey Tirth, I am here to listen, to understand what is API and not about restaurant and waiters and kitchen, right? But guys, let me just tell you that API simply resembles to this analogy of restaurant. Yes, the man who wants to eat, who is ordering, is no one, is nothing but a client. A client. The kitchen and the chef is nothing but a server. And the middleman is nothing, the waiter is nothing but an API, guys. The waiter is an API. So normally what happens, that clients want something. So what he does, he just sends the request to the waiter takes that request, waiter takes that order, API takes that request and takes that request to the server, sends that request to the server. Now server is nothing but a kitchen. It prepares the response according to the request of the client. As soon as response is ready, it sends that response to the API and API comes back with the response for the client. And that's how two computers can interact, or a client and server can interact using an API. They can communicate with each other. The client can send the request and get the response from the server with an intermediate known as API, which transfers the request and gets back the response. So in this way, this is the simple meaning of what is API and how it functions, right? Now, let's just move to some real examples. See, I don't teach without taking you some real world example. I want you to be practical and I want my teaching to be practical, right? So now first of all, we will see to one API and we will see how it is useful on the website. Okay. I will be taking an example of a company, Edamame. Now, let me just share with you what this Edamame provides. Edamame provides a nutrition data API. So that is, if I tell Edamame, if I send the request to Edamame that, hey, can you just tell me what nutrients are there in one large apple? Then Edamame will give me all the nutrients data. Like it contains 26.0 gram of proteins, 14.6 gram of carbohydrates, this much of fats, this much of calories, dot dot dot. Okay, so Edamame just takes that request and give me the response containing the nutrient data for which I have asked. Okay, so we will be looking at this API. It will be a live example, guys. It will be a live example. For right now, this is the API, the thing that you can see on the screen. This is the API that Edamame provides. Okay, now let's just break this API. And this API has three things in it. How many things? Three things in it. What are those? See, the first one is in blue and we call it the URL. So basically URL defines at where you want to send the request, right? Now I want to send the request to the API, give it to the API provider. API provider is Idamam. So see over here, I am sending this request to Idamam. So URL just defines where you want to send the request. That's it. The next part is app ID and key. Now see guys, understand. This company is providing an API, right? But the user of that API should be authenticated. Else there will be some misuse of this API. So that's why what Idamam does, it provides you a secret app ID and app key. So if this app ID and app key are not present in the database of Idamam, then it will give you an authentication error. It's as simple as that. So this is something for security. This is the app ID that Idamam has provided to me, and this is the app key that Idamam has provided to me, right? So now the last is the query. Query is what data you want, on what data you want, what your request means. So here I have written 1 cup of rice, okay, 1 cup rice. So basically I am telling Idamam that hey, you just give me the nutrients data of 1 cup of rice. I hope that this is clear to you. Before we move to build an API, I just want to make you see the real world example that how this API functions, what it sends. Okay guys, so see I am just copying that API. This is the API that Idamam has provided. Here is the app ID, app key and the ingredients, right? Now let's just hit enter and let's see what this API is providing. See, I have made a GET request using this API, and this is something that Idamam has sent to me. Yes, I am using its API and it is giving me that how much protein are there in 1 cup of rice. How much protein is there? 12.9, approx 12.9 grams of protein is there in 1 cup of rice. Now let's just have a different example. Let's say 1 large apple, okay, and let's just hit enter. And the data is right with us. The query is 1 large apple. How many fat is present in 1 large apple? 0.379100 gram. So see, these all data are with Idamam. So we are just requesting Idamam with the query 1 large apple, and Idamam will return, it will form a JSON file for us from his data and it will send back to us. So this is how Idamam functions. Now how it is useful? See guys, let's suppose that you are creating some website where a user can come and it can write 1 cup of rice, and you need to provide all these data like how many nutrients, how many proteins, how many carbohydrates, how many fats. Now you will not research on these all facts, right? What you will do, you use the API of Idamam. So basically when one writes 1 cup of rice and when he clicks on analyze, you use that API, you fetch the JSON file, fetch the data from it and showcase over here. See, I just told you 12.9 grams, 12.9 grams is here. So that's how you can build a website, and you can grab the Idamam's data using its API, and that's how you can form a website which showcase how many nutrients are present in whatever query user writes on your website, right? So this is the way even Trivago company uses API of several hotel providers. Hotel service providers like Oyo Rooms and Uber and all those stuff. So basically he is using those APIs and combining all the data and showcasing on his website, right? So it's as simple as that. That's how API works. That's how API are used, and that's how they are so much important for a company if you are building something. So that's it for this video. If you have liked this video, then don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to tell us the feedbacks in the comment section. See you in the next video, and in the next video guys, we will be building our own API. Yeah, stay mad and stay creative. See you super soon in the next video where we will be building our own API. That's it. Thank you so much.